George Floyd has been laid to rest after a 4-hour funeral service in Houston, Texas. His death last month sparked worldwide protest against racial injustice. A white police officer has been charged with second-degree murder after allegedly causing Floyd's death by kneeling into the back of his neck for nearly 9 minutes after arresting him. Some 2,500 people attended the funeral, which followed memorial services last week in Minneapolis, where Floyd lived after leaving Houston. And more than 6,000 people filed past Floyd's open casket on Monday as he lay in response in a church. Speaker after speaker at the funeral delivered powerful messages condemning racism and calling for police reform. Former Vice President Joe Biden appeared via video recording at the funeral and called for racial justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to deal with the denial of the promise of this nation to so many people for so long. It's about who we are, what we believe, and maybe most importantly, who we want to be, to ensure that all men and women are not only created equal, but are treated equally. We can heal this nation's wounds and remember its pain, not callous the heart and forget. I know Reverend Sharpton is there in Houston with you today. Rev, I watched you speak from Ecclesiastes last week in Minnesota, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a time and a purpose and a season under the heavens. Well, today, now is the time, the purpose, the season to listen and heal. Now is the time for racial justice. That's the answer we must give to our children when they ask why. Because when there is justice for George Floyd, we will truly be on our way to racial justice in America.